Okay, let's see what we're going to do. You can go live. Okay, well, let's, how do I, Oh my gosh. How long have I been streaming already for? Okay, so not as long as the one time. Uh, um, yeah. Anyhow, hopefully everyone's doing well. I am, as you can maybe figure out, I'm in a bit of a hurry. Sort of, but not really, if that makes sense. Um, my husband's wonderful daughter decided she was going to come by tomorrow, so that way he can meet her. My husband can meet her new boyfriend. I'm guessing this one is serious because I am not sure how many she's had in the last 10 years I've been here, but I recall meeting one. I know she's had a few. So this will be number 2, and I don't know. He and I have spoken as to whether or not basically it's serious, and I think she only brings them around if she's serious about having them around for a while. It's my personal view. Maybe I'm wrong. But to be perfectly honest, for the longest time, she and I didn't get along very well, and even now, I get along slightly better with her brother because I don't know if he's more mature, if it's because he's closer to my age. I'm not really sure if there's a reason or not. So, but that being said, today, John is home. He's at a dentist appointment right now, but he'll be vacuuming the upstairs in preparation for this, so it will be loud. And I have to, rightfully so, or whatever, how you want to say it, I do have some cleaning I have to help. I can't remember if these are dead or not. I don't know. It's just a little whatever here. And that's so I have to help get the house prepared for her and the boyfriend tomorrow. And so I do have some stuff to, I do have some cleaning and odds and ends I need to do before late enough in the day that I can take some time to make sure I'm not in a lot of pain to go into work. At least physical pain. Anything else, well, I'm as well on that one. But that being said, I do have that responsibility, and as much as I'd like to see myself, definitely devote time to this, as I want to make this a partial source of my income at least. I have responsibilities, okay? So, and that puts Ryu and Haku up to level 44. Good enough. I lost my train of thought. So, but hopefully, for those of you who are only here on Fridays, your week was good. For those of you who are here on Tuesday with me, hopefully the last few days have been good. For me, about the same. I got a new copy of the employee agreement for work. So that's fun. When a black mage can take out a monster at the end of the game, you gotta know there's something funny about that black mage. Oh my gosh, my brain keeps going blank. So I got that, and then I double checked my pay stub, because on my pay stub, raises are done in a manner of which They're given out based on hours worked. I will actually get my next raise this pay period. Right after I hit the 48.5 hour mark, which should be next week. Before the end of the week, I'll see my next raise. Although, based on what I was reading, I thought it was 60 cents, but the book that work printed is still at 50 cents. It also still says that I should be making something different. According to that, I should actually be making $18.50 an hour. I'm not. I'm making $17.50. So if this is all accurate, I can't remember. Are there treasure chests in here? I don't think so. Anyway, should be. Cause I'm missing a ribbon. Anyway, I may have to bring that up with my payroll or my management team. And of course, I found out a whole bunch of other bullcrap went wherever. Nope, those are decorations. Okay. And ask them, hey, what's up with this? I'm pretty sure they all have, yes, they all have protection, so I don't have to worry about the instant death. I can just go ahead and smack this SOB as hard as I can. I have to, at the end of the game, in this place, we have to refight all 4 of them. So, first him, basically first Lich, then Marlith, then Kraken, then Tiamat again, and then we find the final boss. Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah. I didn't know he had that spell. Because in my other playthrough, I don't remember him living long enough to get a chance to cast it. So, my bad. Alrighty, so now. Oh, yeah, there are some treasure chests down in this part, because this is where the other ribbon is, if I'm not mistaken, so. Oh, for pity's sake. How hard is it to get through a door? Very hard, apparently, if you're me. So. Now, what else is going on? Yeah, there's two. Okay. I can't think of anything else that much is going on between, work and everything else. It's all just a big blur to me 90% of the time. Something that I do know, just because of my own thing, is I'm working on creating a logo, because I'm getting ready to put. Did I? No, I just went through the wrong spot. That's all. Because I'm getting ready to see about putting paperwork behind Crescent Pain Creations. I have some questions I got to ask, and then hopefully I'll get some answers that are acceptable. and I can go from there, and I can get started on, building a secondary brand or something. I don't know, doing something. There's a protect ring, which of course I bought them. So anyway, neither here nor there. Yeah. In some ways, it's kind of nice I can stream on a Friday, because it's a good way for, at least for me, it's a good way for me to wind down. And everybody moved to level 45. Yay! I'm going to scoot up here because I'm like almost ready to fall off my, everything's on like a little step up from the way the basement was originally built, and so I am probably pretty close to falling out. Sasuke's Blade, now that is not something that he can equip, is it? And I don't think yet. I thought maybe that this would be usable by maybe the monk as well, but it is not. So, I need to make sure I use that. In some of these boss fights, especially the last one, because I don't know if anybody remembers me saying anything, but when I played through the end of the other game, my game, and did my achievement hunting on that extra stream the one time, even with because they're going to be roughly the same level in this one that I was in the other one. They were almost level 50 when I finished. The final boss still gave me a hard time, and was actually probably the longest boss fight that I had in the entire game. So it's essentially a situation of, wish me luck, and hopefully I remember to use all the proper items. Because I don't think I can use... Actually, next preemptive strike I get, maybe I'll check. I was going to say, I don't think two people can use the same item in the same turn. So I'll have to check that, because if they can't, that kind of settles what I'm doing in regards to, who gets priority. If I forgot one of those spells right now, I would be livid. And as you can see, the higher up they go in their HP, now I think their HP would still be kind of high if I hadn't gotten the classes. I don't know. That might be a playthrough. Essentially, see how see if I can basically finish the game without the class upgrade. Actually, I guess I could have done the check on that battle. Okay, so Razor. Oh. What am I thinking? I'm thinking of something else then. What am I thinking of? Don't tell me I don't have it now. Fira. Oh, there it is. Saber. No, it looks like I can't. Yeah. I cannot use this. The two people cannot use the same item in the same turn. So that's fine. So now this should drastically increase his attack. I mean, you know, forgive me for not just powering through this like I want to, but I should see about... There we go. Now, add that with haste, and I think we got ourselves a winning strategy. Anyhow, elixir. And of course, there's also, what else is there? Protect, well, Protectra, that Haku has to cast. There's all sorts of stuff. So, in some ways, you know, basically learning my items now kind of will help for if I decide to take on, not if, for what challenges I decide to take on later. So, alrighty, and now we are going to fight Marolith. Yeah, I should have enough. I just have to be careful. And of course, let's do this and get HP done. Alrighty. That's Saber. Attack. Protectra. And haste. Basically, if my understanding is accurate, and I can't say it is or not, Saber would technically be the next level of Temper, so... But they put that sneaky thing in there where, yeah, the Black Mage can get it, and Black Mage does have decent attack, but Black Mage excels essentially using its magic, so... Anyhow. Alright, let's see what kind of monster I made. 14 for 1,000? Okay, that's not bad. Because you gotta think too, this, you know, this is a boss. Should be a lot higher defense than regular monster. So, disappointed with her, with Haku's attack, like HP damage. That was what, 3 turns? That's pretty good. So I think I've got a good strategy for the final boss. Decorative. And I was gonna say, I think John's back, so. Alrighty. Ugh. Needless to say, I think you guys know who I'm going to be fighting on this floor. Yeah. Pretty sure it's this floor. What else was I gonna say? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I do. So I was like initially before all this happened. Excuse me. I was going to probably start Final Fantasy 2, but since I don't have the time, I just want to get you guys to the end of this, get you guys through the credits. It's level 46 for everyone, and it's next one I'm thinking of, and that, and then next Friday will be starting the playthrough for Final Fantasy 2, which I have not played through very much. I think I've played through it maybe halfway when it was released as Dawn of Souls. That being said, though, I still remember how the battle system in that one works, and so I will be doing lots of grinding off camera. Hello.
That deer ate all his tomatoes, every single one.
Well, that's unfortunate. Again today, or?
Yeah, after probably you went inside. I zipped it out yesterday because I was afraid she was there.
Okay.
Didn't polish my teeth or nothing. I don't know what's going on with that place.
Ears. So, that will be good enough. And we are going to fight Kraken. Okay, so giant gloves, attack, protect, and haste. If it wasn't for the fact, I think I bought no all. I think. If it wasn't for the fact that it's only like one person per turn, I would consider casting that. But at the same time, that's like a lot of time to set up an admirable defense, and it's just like, yeah. Oh no, I didn't buy it. I forgot to. Ha. That's like a lot of time wasted when I could just, power blast it. So. I was going to say, did I use the giant? It just went off. Okay. Okay, so that. No frost. I did not buy any other nulls. Okay. And then we are going right to Flare.
Don't tell him though that she was there when you were sitting there. Hello?
I'm on stream right now.
Sorry.
But yes, I won't. $24. Holy rip. Flare again. Because he technically doesn't have an elemental weakness, I guess. Well, last of that long. Alrighty, so that's that one. This is the one I was thinking of with the treasure chest down here. Ribbon might be in that one. And then, of course, this is Tiamat's soon-to-be grave. So... thankfully, another instant death I was able to avoid. Okay. There's not... No, just over here. see. That one makes your eyes go wonky. My favorite thing about the sprites is that once they get their job class up, the Black Mage gets normal colored shoes. Anyway. No, this is the most... Who uses this? Oh. Everyone. I did not know that. Well, almost everyone. So... I guess we gild the lily? Oh, Sasuke's katana must be better for... ninja. Just because it's the katana. Although in this one, I don't know why the ninja... Well, yeah, I know why. Because they have it set... Not as many hits, but pretty good. Don't have it set for... two-handed. But that's because basically they mandatoried shields for everyone. Which, you know, it's fair. Okay. Alright, now we'll go kill Tiamat. I should have... I don't know what I'm thinking. Because after we go kill Tiamat, we'll face off against the last monster. The last boss, rather. And then that'll be it. The completion of Final Fantasy 1. 11,000 gil. Have I done it on this one yet? Okay, so I will tell you guys this because I learned it in my other playthrough. Gil count maxes out at 999,999 gil. After that, I can't remember if you actually earn gil still or not. Probably not. What might be fun, maybe, at some point is just to go back and take this, you know, a save clear, maybe this one, or my other one, and just see what it looks like if I would happen to max the stats, or not max the stats, max the characters to 99. 47, yeah, they're going to be pretty dang close. Just to see what kind of havoc I can wreak. This one ear is bugging me. I need to go make those. Anyway, alright, so let's fight her, and at least as far as I'm aware, Tiamat's female. Maybe not in this one, but okay. And then haste. That was a bit unnecessary, wasn't it? I guess Haku better recover the HP, or they're going to be a problem. Not bad. unnecessary trying to get my neck to crack, pop, whatever it does. And now in Visra, and we are on to blind. See how that goes. One good thing is at least Tiamat doesn't have very good magic attack. Okay. Alrighty, we are on to Flare. And wasn't too bad. I seem to be averaging pretty good here with this. So and this is the final floor. I missed a ribbon somewhere, I think. Or do I have it? Nope. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Well, the important thing, though, is that protected against instant death. So, because that can make or break a fight. Especially this late in the game. Oh, look who it is. Do you remember me? I was once the most renowned knight of Cornelia. "2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland." "Oh, you did defeat me then. But the four great forces saved me by sending me back through time. Once here, I sent the four fiends into the future, where they shall once again use the four great forces to send me into the past. In 2,000 years, I will remember none of this." Problem is he's not actually Garland. There we go. "But I will be reborn again here. So even as you die again and again, I shall return, born again into this endless cycle that I have created." He's actually a god by the name of Chaos. Uh-oh, I did a boo-boo. I did a big boo-boo. I forgot to restore magic. Well, looks like nothing super important at the moment. So we'll see what I can, pull together. So yeah, this is the end game of Final Fantasy, the original. Fully restores. Oh, and cures some status effects. I did not know it did that. I mean, thankfully, Slow won't affect. Slow won't affect my casters because they don't do the hits per attack. They do, single whatever damage. They do deal damage based on the spell they cast. It doesn't hit multiple times. But as you can see, Chaos is something entirely different for the most part, as he's a thorough pain in my butt. Okay. Ooh. Just barely. I can't tell you how many near misses I had. Um, my other playthrough, he just very unforgiving. Which, end boss, so I suppose. I would say, come on, you guys can do better, but really, they can't. And I could auto battle this at the moment, probably. But yeah, this is the one. Yeah, that was the place I was thinking of. Is this one. But I'm not going to auto battle it because, with my luck, something will screw up because I'll get distracted. Okay. Yeah, we'll use Kiraga. I mean, this fight I could probably use up my dry ethers or my elixirs and everything else, so... Good grief. I think eventually I will try doing that. I'll record the fight, and just be like, okay, so here's what it looks like if you go in, level 99 characters and fight Garland, Chaos, whoever. Oh my gosh, Haku. I. Like, I'm at a loss. That's fine. I can recover this one. Paralyzed. Wonderful. And he's not even completely, down just yet. Because when he does get close to being downed, he will start using he'll use basically whatever you call it here, that he'll up his attack. There it is. He's almost dead then. Because as soon as he uses that, he doesn't have very much HP left. One death. About an hour, so that's not too terrible. The time loop was severed at last. The endless struggle that raged for over 2,000 years had ended, and peace prevailed once more. The light of the four crystals restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. It was a mere trick of fate that had given rise to the chain of Garland's wrath. But magnified by the four forces meant to guide our world, that trick of fate also gave birth to the fiends. Monsters had run rampant as the world sank into darkness. But all that is now past. With the four forces flowing as they were meant, the warriors prepared to cross time and return to the world they knew, a world where Princess Sarah, Queen Jane, and even Garland himself await. When was this fateful day that sent time spiraling into a loop? None can say. It seemed the cycle into which time had fallen would last forever, but the bravery of four young travelers changed that. They took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to bathe the world in light. None will ever recall the struggle the four endured, for the breaking of the chain means that it never existed. But within the tales of fantasy that people tell, the memory of their deeds live on. Tales of dwarves and elves, of dragons and shining civilizations that reached for the heavens even as they fell. But then would the sky people actually have fallen if Tiamat wasn't around? And now their return is upon us. With the memory of their struggle buried deep in their hearts, they will quietly watch over our world. Remember always, the forces of the world must be used as they were intended, that the power of light must never be used for dark, and that the true crystals reside in your heart. For you are the warrior who crossed time. You are the bringer of light. Now, for those of you who may or may not be interested, part of this is actually repeated multiple times in Final Fantasy XIV, which I didn't know because I never got through to this part of the game until recently. So I was kind of surprised to see how much this influenced the story and other odds and ends. So, but it's one of those things. It does bring up a lot of questions that if this was written, if it was all written out, I would really want answers to. Where did these four appear from? If this was an endless cycle, essentially, basically, where'd they come from? Because they appear in Cornelia. Well, you went everywhere else in the world, so Tiamat never sent. So does that mean the sky people still have their palace up in the sky? all that good stuff, you know? So, I've either gotten a loose eyelash or my eyebrows need done again. To the fans across the globe, both past and present, and to the crew who brought the originals to life, we offer you our profound and heartfelt thanks. Alrighty. And because so many people work so hard on this, I am going to go ahead and let this play through while I do a couple other things here. Whoops, a little bit distracted there. Okay, so that's the end. And this is save completed game data. It includes the final boss, which gives this file a star. And this was actually 2 levels lower than I cleared the other one at. So, alrighty. So save's complete. That means that we are officially done with Final Fantasy, the original. I went through and did all the extras, so my bestiary is completely complete. And that, if I press this button, I thought it was supposed to do something, but is it? Nope, this one. Okay. So, and I posted a screenshot when I did this off of stream. Let me see, is it coming up for? Nope, it is not. Okay, so I'm showing you guys nothing, essentially. But anyway, I was going to show you that I do have 100% on this one. You know, first game ever, especially on Steam, that I've gotten 100%. So. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me for the last couple of weeks to play through this. Next Friday, I will be back, and we'll be starting Final Fantasy II, Pixel Remastered. Until then, you know, stay safe, take care out there, and all that other good shit. For those who will be here then, see you then. For those of you who will be coming by on Tuesday for my .hack playthrough, I will see you guys then. Alrighty, let's have a good day. Take care.